Most people lose their entire audience in the first 5 seconds. But not you. You're going to hang around because today I'm going to show you how to make those first 5 seconds work harder than your morning coffee. Oh, that's me in the background. But I don't have my morning coffee. I'm sure Dan the man is coming with my coffee soon. All right, beautiful humans, as always, this is Strategy with Sally. We're going to kick off with our Sparkle theme song, and I'll be back with today's topic on how to hook viewers in the first 5 seconds. See you back in 3.5.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Shine, darling. Shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine
And sparkle, baby.
shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
And sparkle. I better not move too much. I'll tell you why soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Strategy with Sally. This is our weekly live. We go live same time, same channel. Well, all the channels. 9 a.m. Melbourne time on a Tuesday. Smart people Google. And then, of course, the episode gets chopped up and turned into a podcast, Strategy with Sally. If you haven't yet checked it out, head on over to your favorite podcast listening station and search for Strategy with Sally. Hey, you know what's really cool? We were voted number 3 Aussie Women Lifestyle Podcast. I'm hoping to get number 1 next year. Fingers crossed. and next year's not that far away. All right. Now, forgive me if I try not to move too much. I've done something to my back, so I'm just going to last through this episode. I'm committed to you guys. I'm here even though it ain't great, but as long as I don't move too fast and get too animated, we should be good to get through the episode. All right. Today we are talking about how to hook people so that they actually stay and watch your live streams. And if you haven't yet done so, follow this QR code to strategywithsally.com/live challenge, where we are running a 30-day live challenge for everyone who's been wanting to hit that go live button and wants to build up that confidence muscle. Now, before we dive in, tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 in the chat, how do you feel with the first 5 seconds of your lives right now? Like 1, oh my goodness, help me, Sally. Or number 10, I've nailed it. I got that down, baby. So let me know in the chat. And even if you were catching this on the replay, #replay, and please pop it in the chat. All right, Sharon says 1 or a 2. I see there are many, many eyeballs out there right now. Come back to me if you're multitasking and get those tippy-tap fingers out. Let me see where you are at. All right, today's topic is fire, because those first 5 seconds can totally transform your live stream and the engagement. So let's have a look what we are going to be covering today. So today's agenda, we're going to talk about the first 5-second hook formula. We're also going to discuss the psychology of staying versus skipping. And then we're going to look at how to structure your lives for retention. Then we're going to show you some things to keep them engaged and boost them through and gain more time, or time watch boosters. Then I'm going to give you the formula for the engage early method. And of course, a strategy with Sally wouldn't be the same if we didn't end with a GSD task. So we are going to go from 0 to engaged and stop those random scrollers and turn them into watchers. Not just another live, it's going to be, oh my God, I can't wait to watch this live. So buckle up there, my beauties. This is a juicy one. So let's kick off with the 5-second hook formula. And listen, if your lives start with, hey guys, I'll just wait a few seconds for people to jump in, absolutely not. No. Cancel, delete, backspace. Don't do it. You need a hook that hits them right in that curiosity gland. Here are some irresistible ones that you can absolutely borrow. So this is a writer-downer. Come back to me, grab that pen and paper. And the first one is the shock statement. So here's an example. Your lives are losing new clients and you don't even realize it. What? Really? Shock statement. The next one is big promise. So this is something like, I'm about to give you one tweak that can triple your watch time. All right, so a big promise. The third option is audience call out. If you're sick of taking yourself, If you're sick of talking to yourself on live videos, this is the episode for you. I love this one, the pattern interrupt. I'm going to break down the live stream rule that every guru tells you to follow, and you're going to love it. All right. So what are these about? They are about quick engagement moments. So from these 4 different options, option 1, the shock statement, 2, the big promise, 3, audience call out, or 4, pattern interrupt. Which of these hooks do you like best? Come on, get those tippy tap fingers out and let me know, because I want to see what really resonates with you, because you've got 5 seconds at the beginning of your video to make them count. Now, nobody's going to be on that live stream with you in the first 5 seconds. Doesn't matter. Make sure you use a hook at the beginning so that it makes them want to stay and watch to the end. All right, we got 2, we got 3. Okay, so a few of you have got a few options there. So let's talk about our next thing, about why people stay and why they bail. Now, I tell you, it's not personal. It's actually psychology. And yes, sometimes it feels personal when you see those numbers jump up and then all of a sudden, 0 eyeballs. Your audience is deciding in that very short time frame, is this for me? This is why you want to call out who you're actually talking to. The second thing they're considering is this actually interesting or is it different? You see, pattern breaks are your friend. You want to make them interesting. You want to show them what is possible if they follow the steps that you're about to go through. And the third thing they're considering is this actually worthy of my time? Now, this is where it's really important if you use the big promise. Give them a very early promise in your live stream so they know if they want to hang around, is it going to be worth their time? So tell me, when you're watching a video, what makes you swipe past a live? Come on, let's be honest. You see a live or a replay of a live or a video, any video, and you're like, nah, and you just keep swiping. What's the thing that makes you swipe? For me, it's when they're like, oh, hang on a minute, we are live. I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to come in. I'm like, back, too late. You've lost me. How about you? What is it that makes you just swipe on past? All right, so let's move into our next thing, which is about the talk structure itself. All right, this is the powerhouse. This is truly going to give you retention, and we used it in this live. Of course, we do it every single week as well. So here's how you actually prevent your viewers from disappearing faster than your phone battery when you're using Zoom. All right, so here's number 1. Always start with a hook, okay? No warming up the audience. Get straight to it. Get straight to the point and choose one of those 4 options that we went through earlier. The second thing, part 2 of your show flow, is what I like to call it as well, is a quick intro. About 10 seconds max, about who you are and what you do and how you serve people. Now, usually when I do an intro, I will pick something that relates to the live itself, if I remember. I don't think I did it today. Usually I will say, hi, it's Sally, and I'm your automation nerd, lover of sexy numbers, and I love helping people to get the confidence to hit that go live button, because that's what we're talking about today. But I've also thrown in the things that I'm known for, right? Automation and lover of sexy numbers. All right. Now, once you've done the hook, the quick intro, then we move into teasing what's coming. So that's where we build up anticipation. And you would have seen back at the beginning of this, I went through these, the things we're going to cover today, which was the 5-second hook formula, the psychology of staying versus skipping, structure for retention, time watch boosters, and the early engagement method, of course, ending with GSD. So we did that at the beginning. So I've teased what's coming, and I'm hoping that something in there has grabbed your little attention and you're like, yep, I'm going to stay till the end. All right. The next one is get into the value fast. So once we've started with the hook, done the intro, teased what's coming, then get into the value fast. No fluff, no filters, get into it. Now, generally what I do is I will choose anywhere between 3 to 5 main things I'm going to cover through the event or through the live stream itself. All right, so make sure that this also helps you to keep on topic. Honestly, I've just got a few dot points. That's what I'm looking at, a couple of dot points, and I'm speaking to them because I know my stuff. Then throughout the video, you want to add little micro hooks or little questions or engagement prompts, right? So some examples here are, raise your hand if you agree, or drop an emoji, or asking questions like we've done today. Like, for example, I said, let's be honest, what do you normally swipe through? Right? So adding in these little micro hooks or engagement prompts. Here's some other examples for you. All right, here we go. Coming up next is the part no one tells you about. Right? So this is transitioning to the next talking point. Or you could say, this bit will blow your mind. Or I always like to use, if you're multitasking, come back to me right now. This is a writer-downer, right? And here's another one. If you take only one thing from today, let this be it. All right. Now, if you want to know more about how to speak so people actually remember, I did a live on that a few weeks ago, and a few of those things that I just showed you there are part of things that are ways in which to speak so people remember. And it's also really good as an educator and a teacher that we are using these as well because we want our people to remember. So from all of these things, so coming up next, this part is something no one tells you about, option 1, or option 2, the next bit will blow your mind, or option 3, if you only take one thing away from today, let it be this. Out of those 3 options, which one are you going to steal and use on your next live? Let me know in the chat, which one are you going to use on your next live? All right. So if it's 2 or 3, says Sharon, come on, guys. There's plenty of you in here. Get those tippy-tap fingers out. I hope you're not wasting your time here with me today and you come along and you're taking notes because this truly will help you. And also remember, we are doing the Go Live Challenge today. And that Go Live Challenge is actually running all month. So it's going to give you lots and lots of practice in using these techniques that we're speaking about today. Now, if you'd like to join us in the Go Live Challenge, you can just scan that little QR code here on the screen if you're watching us on YouTube, or just go to strategywithsally.com/live challenge. That's strategywithsally.com/live challenge. All right. Now let's move into some quick watch time boosters. And this is something that anyone can do. And these are small little tweaks that you can make, but they will have huge impact. So here's a few. Keep your face expressive. No resting Zoom face, okay? Speak with a smile, right? Keep your face expressive. The other one is use your hands. Humans follow instructions. You'll see me. Come back to me right now. Write this down, right? I'm always using my hands, but today I'm trying not to be too animated because I'll end up doing the Peter Garrett, which is I get the electrical shock up my spine and I go, It's all good. I'm here for you. Another one is avoid dead air. Avoid it like last week leftovers, seriously. When you wait too long. Now, you can pause for dramatic effect, but not for too long, okay? The next one is keep that energy up. Don't just sit there and have this droning sound where you're just talking about the same thing and every word is on the same tone and pitch, and then people start to get bored as if you're just reading a script. Smile and keep that energy up and going. And add on anything that you can on the screen, like banners, comments, polls. As you can see, as people comment, I can put things up on screen. I can change screens to different things. And I just noticed that my camera isn't on this screen. Hello right there. So by changing now, if you'd like to know more about how I do all of this fancy stuff on the screen, then you want to go and check out eCam. We do have an affiliate link that'll get you a bit of a discount. So if you're interested in eCam, then I think it's strategywithsally.com/eCam, or it's omnisam.com.au/eCam. I should know. It's one of those two. Oh, dear. All right. So, speaking of polls, let's do a poll right now. If you have a training right now, or you are planning your next live, I want you to tell me, have you used a hook? So something that you've recently done, say absolutely yes or no, I'll do better. Let me know in the chat. Have you actually used a hook? Sharon, nope, not yet. Deborah, nope. All right, excellent. Well, guess what you'll be doing on today's live during the live challenge? You'll be using a hook. All right, I love it. So, now that you have your hooks sorted, you know how to keep up that energy to keep them watching, we've covered a bit of psychology, I want to wrap things up with the early engagement method. Now, this is my secret sauce. So, if you want the algorithms to actually love you, you need engagement in the first 30 seconds. So here are some prompts that always get the chat buzzing and get people commenting. So a really simple one is, if you're watching live, drop a sparkle emoji. And if you're on replay, hashtag replay. All right. If you do that in the first 30 seconds, you're getting comments on that social media, and you're more likely to be seen by people outside of your close circle. Here's another one. Where are you tuning in from today? We do that. Where in the world are you watching from? Let me know in the chat. Come on, get those tippy tap fingers out and let me know. Where are you tuning in from? Okay, and tell me honestly, how long do you stay on a live before you swipe away? All right, so right now, I want you to drop an emoji that matches your current energy level when you're on a live. Drop me a fire if you feel like you're fierce. Drop me a geeky glasses emoji guy if you're ready to learn. If you're nervous, do the nervous emoji that you're nervous but you're trying. And just drop it meh if you're just there doing the lives but you got no vibes. Let me know in the chat. Which one are you? Are you fierce? Do you carry a lot of energy? Are you doing it but you're still ready to learn? Are you nervous but trying? Or are you a bit meh and not bringing any vibes to your lives? Beverly says she's nervous, but she's still cracking on. And I love that for Bev. I love that, even though it's making her uncomfortable and it's not a requirement, it's a suggestion in our team that they do the lives, but she's doing it. And that makes me so proud. I'll tell you that Ash, she is behind, but she's not behind. she's exactly where she's supposed to be. She's starting a week later because that's going to get her through Christmas and New Year for her lives. And she's not going to batch her days. And she's also going to practice what we preach. You can start day one at any day in the month. So it doesn't matter as long as you are hitting that button. All right, as always, we love to end a live stream with some GSD time where you're going to get some shit done for today's task. So I want you to think about what your next live is going to be. All right, do we know what next live is going to be? Write down a topic right now. Come on. I'm watching you in the room. Write your topic down, what you're going to speak on your next live. Now you have your topic. I want you to pick one of the formulas from today to write your hook. Okay. So Veronica's going to be speaking on the social media ban for under 16s. Yes, that's coming into effect like tomorrow, I think, or tomorrow here in Australia. There's a social media ban. So that's going off on television at the moment as well. All right, so knowing what your topic is, what will your hook be when you start your live? So will it be the shock statement? Right? Your live streams are losing clients and you don't even know it. Will it be, I'm about to give you one thing that can triple your watch time, which is the big promise? Will it be the audience call out? Hey, are you sick of spinning your wheels and not getting any traction when you go live? And the pattern interrupt. I'm going to break a live stream rule that the gurus use that get lots of follows and lots of love. Right. So out of those 4, that's what you'll be doing, writing that hook. And as always, we are going to do that GSD and we're going to come back and after a quick 1-minute GSD, we'll wrap on up and we'll do key takeaway. That did not come back to me. What happened with that? Let's try that again, shall we? Hi, I'm back. All right. So now that you've written your hook, your opening line, what I want you to do is record it on your phone, just a voice, or you can do face to camera. And I want you to practice it twice. Or if you can't choose, just choose 3. Practice it 3 times. I always say my hook a few times just before I hit the go live button, or I'm saying it in my head a few times because I want to get it right as soon as I hit that go live button. All right, so this is a pretty easy GSD task. It's simple, it's powerful, it's doable, and you've totally got this. I know you do. All right, so drop me GSD in the chat if you've made it to the end and you actually did get shit done and you did your action task and you have committed to actually practicing. All right. Now, we're keeping this one short and sweet because I cannot stay at this computer desk for much longer. I'm starting to sweat from the pain. But I keep a smile on my face because you can't change shit. Your body gets given some crappy things sometimes, and I just think to myself, hey, I can still walk. I couldn't walk for 6 months. I was stuck in a wheelchair and I can walk, so it's all good. Could be worse. All right, let's wrap on up here, my beautiful humans. Your first 5 seconds, all right? This is what matters more than anything you say after. So when you create a hook with intention and throughout the live you drip curiosity and you engage early, and make sure we're dripping engagement prompts throughout the live, and ensure that you structure your lives. This way you will stop the scroll, you'll keep your viewers, and you'll build an amazing community. And of course, you'll turn those lurkers into buyers. So these are the same strategies that I use every single week in this Strategy with Sally. And now they're all yours. So if you want any help to craft your next hook or to write your opening line, then comment, "Hook me, Sally," or "Hook me up, Sally." Right? Comment below and I'll slide into your DMs and let's discuss the best tools to help you get that. Now, as always, let's quickly jump on over to a few people in the VIP room and let's get your key takeaways from today. All right, first up, Sharon. Come on up, Sharon. What's your key takeaway from today?
I think it's trying to get people. I learned what to say right at the start instead of saying, "Oh, hi, wait, we'll just wait for a few people." And yeah, no, it's just boring. Like, you don't want to be that boring person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and practice today. It's a shame that I still don't have my original Facebook page back yet, but yeah, I'll try and do something.
All good, all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. All right, Deborah, do we have the internet working for you? I see she's jumping and starting. How about you, Deborah? What was your key takeaway from the bits that you didn't miss?
Sorry, it's been awful.
It's okay.
I've got a terrible internet connection here, and I missed quite a bit. So I'm so sorry. I can't.
That's okay. That's why there's a replay.
Yes, I'll be watching the replay today, and I'm keen to practice the hook.
Yeah,
definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that. And
Thank
one
you.
more, Veronica. Come on up, Veronica. What was your key takeaway from today?
I think I've been thinking about this for a while, and in my head I keep thinking I've got to go live, I've got to do this, and I've got to have the question to hook. So it was a confirmation for me more than anything else that I've got to be more energetic and excited and keep it up. That's the thing. So I can be that for a little while, but then I go blah, flat. So, and I think probably because I've only done the lives for this community and not the actual lives. So I guess the adrenaline will kick in when that.
Just think that you've had like 5 coffees, right? I've had 5 coffees and now I'm going live. And practice.
Or actually have 5 coffees.
I do normally as well. I've already had a couple this morning. My husband just keeps bringing them to me, which I love. And, a really important one is to smile when we speak as well, guys. It changes the tone of your voice. I never used to smile when I talk. It felt really weird. And then I just practiced. And now I just do it naturally, just like building that confidence muscle with going live, practicing to smile when you talk. And here's another thing in regards to speaking. As an Aussie, who knows that it sounds like we're always asking questions, or that we meant to go up, right? So we might say, hey, lovelies, like we always tend to go up at the end of our sentences. It's something that Aussies do just naturally, but it sounds like you're constantly asking questions. So it took practice for me, and sometimes I can hear myself going up at the end. And also, as well as asking questions, it sort of sounds like you don't really believe what you're saying either. So one thing and one skill I learned, and I don't do it so much anymore unless I find that I'm in one of those moments where I'm hearing myself go up, I do this with my hand. So when I talk, I think down. And then I used to do it under the screen when I would hear myself, and I would just go, all right, my lovelies. Oh, no. All right, my lovelies. Right? So when you speak down at the end of your sentences, you're firm, you're more of an authority. You sound like you believe in what it is that you're saying versus I believe in what it is that I'm saying. I don't know. I'm struggling now because I'm in the pattern of going down. What I recommend you do is go scroll back and watch yours or other people's and see if you can hear that Aussie inflection where we tend to go up at the end. And then if it's you, practice going down and record yourself and listen back and see how much better it sounds. But again, listen and watch yourself with loving eyes, just like you would your best friend, okay? All right, guys, we're going to wrap on up. Come along and join us if you haven't yet done so on sparklewithsally.com/live challenge, and come and join us throughout December where we're going live every day. You can jump in and start at day 1, or you can jump in and at today's recording, it is day 9. It's the 9th of December, and our topic for today, let me just check what it was. I did drop it in the chat this morning, was what's something you would like to improve within yourself, and also answer one question from a live stream participant. So you can go live inside the GSD group. You can practice, and then if you have the confidence and you want to do it out there to the big wide world and to the public, then do it there. Also, make sure you do use the Sparkle Live Challenge hashtag, and it wouldn't hurt as well if you would like your friends who are following you to also join the live challenge. Drop the link. Let them know to head to register for the live challenge, and guess what? You might actually get to learn more about your prospects, your people, by watching them do their lives. I can tell you, every day I'm watching your lives and I'm learning more and more about you every day. All right, I better wrap on up. Have a fabulous one out there, my beautiful people. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Make sure you get at least one income-producing activity done each and every day, and every day be marketing. Ash is not in the room, so let's all do it for her. You should see them all. They're all doing this in the room. Ash, they love you. All right, guys, I'll see you on my live later on today. Bye for now. And the outro scene is here.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go